Hi everyone and welcome to my work experience presentation. My name is Patipan and I work for the betting company Patipan. I'm currently presenting in my work uniform, which is a standard plain red shirt and a working tie with a name badge. My job details: I'm a betting assistant for Patipan, which is a branch of Betfred, and I've been working there for 2 years now. I take bets on a static system or courier system, and I also advertise daily or weekly promotions in different parts of the racecourse. So where have I worked? I've worked in many different places across the UK. I've worked mainly around my home racecourse, which is Ascot, but as you can see, I've worked in Windsor, Epsom, Goodwood, Sandown, Kempton and Brighton. With travelling racecourses, so places such as Brighton and Sandown, I get my accommodation and food paid for, which is quite a big advantage. So my main role, as a static worker, I take bets from a booth and I help people out with odds, and it's quite hard to explain to people who've never been to races before what odds mean and different stuff like that. As a courier, I work mostly in restaurants where they pay for my services, or private boxes where I work more closely with my customer, and I take less bets, but it's more focused and I still make a lot of money. I work like a waiter, but instead of selling drinks and taking orders, I sell bets and help people out. So there's many bets which I have to explain to the customers that we sell. These are just the most popular ones. So there's just a simple tote win at the top there, which is the winner of each race. The tote place, where they have to come first, second or third. The tote each way, which is 2 bets. It's a win and a place bet. Then we have the trifecta, where you pick the horse to finish first, second and third. And we have the tote exacta, where you pick the horses to finish first and second. And then we have the tote swinger, which is where you pick a horse to finish first, second or third in any order.
How to place a bet. You'll find tote betting positions conveniently located around the racecourse. If you're in the public enclosures, simply go to one of the tote windows or outdoor betting kiosks. At busy meetings, you'll also see pool pitches in action. They look just like the bookies, but they accept tote bets. If you're enjoying your race day in a restaurant or a hospitality area, there's no need to interrupt your meal to dash off and get your bets on. Let one of the tote betting assistants do the running for you, so you can place your bet without even having to leave your seat. And they will even bring you your winnings. But no matter where you are on course, you can always bet and collect at any tote point. Placing your bet with the tote couldn't be easier. For bets on single races, you can simply call over your bet. All you need to do is to tell the operator your stake, the type of bet, your horse number, the race number, and of course, the race meeting. If you want to place a multiple race bet, you will need to complete a play slip, which are available at all tote betting points. These are very similar to a lottery card. You'll need to mark your horse selections for each race using the race card numbers and select the unit stake for your bets. If you have any questions, our friendly staff will be able to help you when placing your bet. Once you have completed your slip, take it to a tote betting position and the operator will then hand you a receipt confirming the full details of your bet. Check your receipt carefully and make sure to keep it safe. You'll need this to pick up your winnings. Then if your bet wins, you can collect at any tote pool betting point on course. Unlike the bookies, the tote actually wants you to win, so you'll be guaranteed to be paid with a smile.
So my secondary job role within the tote pool company is advertising. I advertise throughout the whole racecourse, whether it be in restaurants, out on the lawns, or in other areas of the racecourses. I advertise betting wallets or weekly promotions. So weekly promotions can be if you place 2 bets, you get another bet free. And quick picks are place pots, which are selected for you, 6 randomly selected horses throughout the day. And as well as that, in the restaurants, I have to walk around and give out the non-runners for the day and explain to them why they aren't running. So the skills that I've gained from this experience in this summer with Topol, I've learned how to communicate with the customers politely without getting frustrated when they make complaints. I've had to deal with time restrictions because I only have 30 minutes to take each bet in between the races, and sometimes I get placed in a restaurant where everyone's betting and it's really, really busy. I've had to, every day in a race week, I've had to adapt to a new surrounding because I'm never in the same restaurant. You get put in a different restaurant or you get put in a lawn, which can be quite difficult because you get different sorts of customers in. I've had to also adopt different roles throughout the day. Sometimes I start as a courier and then they may not need me, so I convert to be a static worker. One thing that I really have to be careful with is handling money. Sometimes I take bets of up to £2,000 and I have to keep it in my wallet that I have in my pockets and make sure I don't lose that. And as well as that, handling change is quite a key part. My machine does not tell me how much change to give back, so if someone makes a really awkward bet, it's sometimes really hard. So that's improved my mental math skills. I've also learned how to approach different customers when I'm advertising my weekly or daily promotions, because some people aren't interested at all. So highlights of my experience. In the summer, I met Michael Owen, was working in a private box. I've also met Tom Cruise, and that really, really brightened up my day at Sandown. Is there a future for me with Topol? I don't think I will continue working for Topol any longer because I've lined up a different job for this summer. I enjoyed it and I was thankful I was given the opportunity to work there to start my working career. I've learned many skills that I'll take on to my next job, but in terms of betting, I don't think I'm going to continue. But the advertising side of Topol, I'd really like to get into that and get to know more about that, but I'd have to work for the company for even longer to be able to go to the advertising side. So my exit plan for uni, I plan to work for 6 months after I graduate, and then that will fund me for my travelling, which will be for 5 months around Asia, which I'm in the process of planning. And I'll only go travelling if I've secured myself a postgraduate job, and I've already been looking and I've already been improving my CV to send out to them. So I've had a look at the postgraduate scheme jobs for advertising and media, and the starting pay starts from £18,000 to £24,000 in London alone. And advertising is what I've always wanted to go into, but to get a postgraduate job it's very, very competitive and you'll have to try and stand out. With next summer I'm in a process of arranging myself to go to work for UK TV. My dad has a friend who works there and he said he was happy to take me on for a month or so, and hopefully that gives me an advantage when it comes to applying for postgraduate jobs because I've already worked in the media industry. So thank you for listening, and this is my picture that I've got on Michael Owen some pictures from the views of the restaurants I've worked in, and up there is Royal Ascot, and that was the start of the day. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, just ask.